my gaming lovelies. One thing you guys don't know about me, or at least I believe I haven't told you, is that I like to write fan fiction. I personally like it. I try not to write anything cringy. However, my older brother, who also likes to write fan fiction, I asked him if he could read it and maybe give me some feedback on it. And he told me that he doesn't really like to read, not like that, but he would rather have someone read it to him so he could just sit back and listen. And so he told me that if I recorded it and put it on YouTube, that he would listen to it. And so I was like, okay, that actually seems like a pretty good idea. I might get some people interested in it. So it is a Harry Potter fan fiction of my original character, and it takes place from her perspective, but it's still within the Harry Potter timeline. So it's titled Not All Slytherins Are Bad. Brie Lanter comes from a family of Slytherins. Her sister and two brothers were all sorted into Slytherin House before her. She was ambitious and resourceful, but unlike most Slytherins, she was not arrogant and prideful. She was very nice to everyone. Everyone in the house makes fun of her for being different and unlike the rest. What happens when the bullying and pranks become too much that they annoy even the Prince of Slytherin, Draco Malfoy? All rights to Harry Potter belong to J.K. Rowling, and all rights to the movies belong to J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers. So, hopefully no copyright. I don't have any special names for the chapters. Sorry, I kind of read through it a little to make sure that none of it had any typos. I don't know, you can't really see the picture, but I put a little author's note, that's what AN stands for, as to what website I used to make the letter. So, it's a point of view story, and I'll have a couple different points of view, and it starts off with Breeze. It was June 30th. I turned 11 back in February, so my family was awaiting my Hogwarts acceptance letter any day now. I walked downstairs for a spot of breakfast. Zach, one of my brothers, ruffled up my long pecan brown hair. I glared at him with my cobalt blue eyes. He just smirked down at me. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I'm 5'5" and Zach is 6'1". What's the matter, sis? You going to say something rude? Call me something mean? Zach asked, teasing me. Piss off, Zach, I responded. Brianna, watch your mouth, Raven, my mother demanded. Don't call me that. It's Bree, I muttered. Aliana, go get the mail, my mother told the eldest of us four, my sister. I watched Aliana walk out of the room. Unlike me, my sister had obsidian black hair that went to her shoulders and framed her face perfectly. My sister was already finished with Hogwarts, and she's working in the ministry. Ambrose and Zach were both 5th years, and I was going to be a 1st year. I can't say I wasn't nervous. My father, Tristan, Aliana, Ambrose, and Zach were all sorted into Slytherin. I'm wondering if I will be too. My thoughts were interrupted by Aliana walking back in with the mail. She tossed it on the table, smirking. Little princess got her letter, she said. My eyes widened and I grabbed the letter. I opened it and read it. "I've been accepted!" I exclaimed. "Of course you have. You're a Lanter after all," my mom responded, speaking as if it were obvious. I sighed. I really hated that my family thought we were better than most. We're not even pure blood. My mother is Vila and my father is a wizard. I guess that's the Slytherin arrogance. I just hope it doesn't get to me. I ate breakfast and got ready to go as Mother and Father were going to take me to Diagon Alley to get my school supplies. So little background, because I didn't know this until I looked it up. Vilas, they're kind of like harpies. When they're angry, their faces become basically bird faces, and they get a cruel, sharp beak, and they'll have long, scaly wings emerge from their shoulders, and they can also throw fireballs. So, yeah. The wand I ended up getting was made of English oak wood with a dragon heartstring core. After getting my 3 black work robes, 1 black pointed hat, 1 pair of dragon hide gloves, 1 black winter coat with silver fastenings, a couple name tags, getting all my books, which included the Standard Book of Spells, Grade 1, a History of Magic, a Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration, 1,000 magical herbs and fungi, magical draughts and potions, fantastic beasts and where to find them, and the Dark Forces, a guide to self-protection. Then getting my pewter cauldron, my set of crystal phials, my telescope, and my set of brass scales. The last thing to get was a pet. I saw the cutest black kitty, which is absolutely adorable, by the way. It's this one that says Birdcage Walk. Okay, it's super freaking cute. And I wanted it so badly. Unfortunately, Mother made me get an owl so I can send letters back home. I was slightly upset, but at least I've got a pet. Sorry, I got an awful cough. Finally, the day arrived, September 1st, my first day to Hogwarts. I watched as Ambrose and Zach ran through the wall. I took a deep breath and followed suit. I looked around in awe as the dull, busy train station I was once on became a colorful train station full of witches and wizards I would be attending school with. I got in a cart with my brothers. Shortly after the train left the station, I heard footsteps. A plump woman pushing a trolley came into view. "Anything off the trolley, dears?" the woman asked. 3 cauldron cakes, 2 bags of jelly slugs, and a pumpkin pasty, please," I requested. My brothers stared at me. "What? I'm hungry," I said in defense. They shook their heads. The woman handed me what I requested. I paid her 3 silver sickles and 1 bronze nut. I looked out the window as I bit into a pumpkin pasty. It was small, so it didn't take me long to finish it. With not much to do, I got bored. I smirked as I came up with an idea. "Zach, can you get me one of my textbooks? I'd like to do some reading," I asked. He got up and turned around to grab my suitcase. I stood on the seat and jumped on his back. "Hey, get off me!" he yelled. He started spinning around, trying to shake me off. I laughed, having the time of my life. Zach stopped and tried to ram me into the wall. I jumped off, grabbed a robe I had laying out, and ran to go change. "I'll get you for that, you little brat!" I hear Zach yell as I ran. After giving him some time to cool down, I went back to the cart. The whole way back, I hear bits and pieces of conversations, but they all had to do with the same subject. "Did you hear? It just can't be true. It's absolutely amazing. The boy who lived is coming to Hogwarts. Harry Potter." Harry Potter coming to Hogwarts? Could it be true? I thought. I walked into the cart. "Hey, did you got?" I was cut off by a hug and a noogie. Blimey, little sister, that was amazing. You're a devious little child. You know that? I knew you had it in you, Zach praised. No, I was just playing. I didn't... Sorry. It's fine. I used to do the same thing to Oleana when I was younger. He cut me off again. I sighed. Alright, change the subject. Did you guys hear the rumors out there about Harry Potter? I asked. Of course we've heard. Everyone is talking about it, Ambrose answered. I hope he's sorted into Slytherin. That would make our house just that much better, knowing the boy who defeated the Dark Lord was in the greatest house, Zach exclaimed. I rolled my eyes. The boy who defeated the Dark Lord wasn't going to be sorted into the same house as him. A voice echoed through the train. We will be reaching Hogwarts in 5 minutes' time. Please leave your luggage on the train. It will be taken to the school separately. The train slowed down and finally stopped. I followed my brothers off the train. A huge man was carrying a lamp that was bobbing over the heads of students. First years over here, the man yelled. As I got closer, I heard the man ask, All right there, Harry? I looked to who he was talking to. This had to be Harry Potter. So the rumors were true. I shook my head and got in a boat with Harry, another boy with red hair, and a girl with brown curly hair. Hi, I'm Bree Lanter, I introduced. I'm Hermione Granger. I'm Ron Weasley. I'm Harry Potter. Nice to meet you all, I said. The boat made it to the other side of the lake. As we got out, we gathered behind the man. He raised a gigantic fist and knocked 3 times on the castle door. So, that was obviously chapter 1. I'm going to be doing it chapter by chapter. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I know I'm not the best at reading aloud. But this personally is something I put a lot of time and effort into. So if you don't like it, please tell me politely. Don't be rude about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see all you lovelies in the next video. Bye, my gaming lovelies.